Friends, what's happening in Europe right now is more than just headlines. It's a fundamental shift in how we understand conflict. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen just laid it out in the starkest terms possible. Europe needs to wake up, because a hybrid war has already begun. This isn't some distant threat. It's happening on our doorstep, and it's a direct challenge to the stability and security we often take for granted. Von der Leyen's message was powerful and direct. She accused Russia of orchestrating a campaign designed to destabilize Europe from within. We're not talking about traditional warfare with tanks and soldiers crossing borders in plain sight. This is a much more subtle, insidious form of conflict. It involves everything from cyber attacks, targeting critical infrastructure, to the weaponization of migration, creating humanitarian crises at the EU's borders. It's about spreading disinformation to sow discord and polarize our societies, making us question our own institutions and each other. Think about it. We've seen state-sponsored hackers trying to cripple hospitals, energy grids, and government websites. We've witnessed heartbreaking scenes of migrants being deliberately pushed towards borders, used as pawns in a geopolitical chess game. And we are constantly bombarded with fake news and propaganda online, designed to fuel anger and division. Each of these acts, on its own, might seem manageable, but when you connect the dots, as von der Leyen did, a disturbing pattern emerges. This is a coordinated strategy. It's a calculated effort to weaken Europe, to test our resolve, and to undermine the very values of democracy and cooperation that the European Union is built on. So, what does this wake-up call actually mean for us? Von der Leyen emphasized that Europe can no longer afford to be naive. The response needs to be just as multifaceted as the threat itself. First, there's a push for greater defense investment. This isn't about aggression. It's about deterrence. It's about having the capability to protect ourselves and ensure that any potential adversary thinks twice. She specifically mentioned the need for Europe to bolster its own defense industrial base, reducing reliance on others and fostering innovation right here at home. This means more cooperation between member states on defense projects, sharing intelligence, and building a truly unified security framework. But military readiness is only one piece of the puzzle. A huge part of this new battleground is in the digital realm. That's why strengthening our cybersecurity is a top priority. We need to build resilient digital walls around our essential services and be able to quickly identify and neutralize cyber threats. It also means fighting back against the flood of disinformation. This is a fight for the truth. It requires promoting media literacy, supporting independent journalism, and developing technologies that can help us spot and debunk false narratives before they go viral. It's a responsibility that falls on governments, tech companies, and each of us as citizens to be critical consumers of information. Von der Leyen's speech wasn't just a warning. It was a call to action. It was a plea for unity in the face of a common threat. The goal of this hybrid warfare is to divide us, to pit member states against each other, and to erode public trust. The only way to counter that is with solidarity, by standing together, by coordinating our responses, and by reaffirming our shared commitment to democratic principles. Europe can show that it will not be intimidated or destabilized. This is a defining moment for the continent, a test of its strength and unity. The game has changed, and Europe is now signaling that it's ready to play by the new rules. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this new era of hybrid conflict? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this analysis insightful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the events shaping our world. See you next time.